Alright, so if you clicked on this video, I'm gonna assume you're somebody that likes to stay up really late. And I used to be that as well. In my teens, I would regularly stay up till like 12, 1, 2, 3 in the morning. And now I've changed that. I go to bed around 8:30 and wake up at 5. And a lot of the benefits of waking up early in the morning way outweigh all the benefits I would get of staying up late at night. So I assume most of the time you spend anywhere in the evening is usually on your phone, watching TV, playing games, maybe speaking with friends. But I bet you if you truthfully asked yourself if those were productive uses of your time, you'd probably say no. And the argument I would get for most people when I ask them to try waking up early is they would say, why can't I just do those same things in the morning? And you can, but there's one key change that waking up early does for you that staying up late doesn't. So when you wake up in the morning, all the dopamine in your head is fully refreshed, fully restored, and this is very important. This will tie in right into another benefit, is changing those bad habits for good ones. If you can just do one thing, and that is to stay off your phone when you wake up early in the morning. If you can stay off your phone and don't go scrolling, don't go checking all your social medias. If you can just get out of bed and start all the things you have to do for the day, you're going to get dopamine released for actual useful things that are going to push you forward in your life. Chores are going to feel good. Reading books are going to feel good. Going out and working out in the morning is going to feel good. And the key changes here is that you have enough dopamine in your body that you can actually use it on stuff that would feel hard if you were to do them late at the night if you stayed up late. So I bet you if you tried to read a book at 12 a.m. or 1 in the morning, you're going to feel like it's a lot harder to focus, and you're not going to feel rewarded by reading that book because you've already spent all the dopamine earlier in that day on things that probably weren't any benefit to you. And a lot of people don't really realize that because they go on their phone anyways, regardless of the time they wake up. But when you go to sleep early, you're also not spending all that time on things that aren't as productive. And there is one drawback I will say. I find social situations like family dinners, stuff like that, you will get pretty tired and you'll occasionally need to stay out later than when you would typically go to bed. And that's the biggest drawback of getting up early that I've noticed. But the pros far outweigh the cons for me. When I get up in the morning, none of my friends are awake, so I'm not I'll spend a lot of my time texting my friends when they are up, but I have till 9 or 10 in the morning most times till they get up, and that's 4 hours of time that I'm pretty much not spending any time on my phone because I have pretty much all my social media is deleted. All I have is YouTube, and I'm pretty good with not waking up and watching videos right away. So when you have these 3, 4, even 5 hours in the morning of undistracted time, because most of the world is still asleep, right? Getting up super early is not the norm. When you have this undistracted time where it's a lot easier to stay off your devices, you're probably not going to play games, stuff like that. You're probably not going to watch a movie at 5 in the morning. You just get up and start your day regularly. And when you tie that in with the whole dopamine aspect I talked about earlier, when you wake up and your dopamine is restored, you can use it on the things that are typically hard for you, but they'll feel much easier. It's easier to focus because nobody's awake. You don't have all these distractions. And you're actually going to have your dopamine reward you for these things that are typically difficult. And it's so much easier to replace your bad habits you would have when you stayed up late, to replace them with useful good ones when you do them in the morning. And a lot of people just don't give early mornings a shot because they see that early wake time and they think, oh, you must get no sleep. Um, why would I want to get up that early on the weekends? And that just comes about to basic sleep hygiene, which is a whole nother video. But if you can do a couple things, go to sleep at the same time every day and every night, even on the weekends, and if you can stick to this new routine for 1 to 2 weeks minimum. So many people will try to get up early for a day or two when they are used to waking up at like 9, 10 in the morning and wonder why they feel like shit. And it's because you've just had a 5 hour sleep and wake swap that your body is not used to at all. And obviously that's normal. That's what's supposed to happen when you have a huge jump like that. So people will try it for the couple days and they'll give up right away. And that's not how our bodies work. Changing sleep cycles takes a couple weeks at minimum, and that's what a lot of people don't realize is they try those few days and then they give up. But that's not how our bodies work. So sleep and wake up at the same time every day, even on the weekends. That's a big one, and it helps you keep that productive routine even on the weekends. And you just gotta actually stick with it for a bit. And I promise once you've tried it for a couple weeks minimum, you'll probably start to appreciate the shift. You're gonna feel like your days are so much longer, you get so much more done, and the pros are gonna outweigh all the cons of getting up early. Mainly like the one I said, if you have social obligations on the weekend that you need to attend, it's staying up later than you usually like, and you'll feel kind of sleepy for that. But if you probably don't have social events to go to every single weekend, and if you do, one day every now and then, staying up later is not going to ruin your sleep routine. So I just want you guys to try that, even just for just a couple weeks, like I said. And if you don't like it, you could go right back to the routine you were on before. But I thought I would talk about my experience, and if you've ever been thinking about trying it yourself, now you have a little bit extra advice to do so. So if you give it a shot, let me know how it goes, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.